Which one are we going to get next from you?
We're going to do a song called Subway. I wrote this as a tribute, really, to another a great DJ maverick, Rita Houston, who was at WFUV.
Oh, yeah.
She passed away a couple years ago, and I wanted to write a song kind of, it's like about me and about her, and, you know.
In case you're just tuning in, that familiar voice is Amy Ray here in Studio B.
Jim, count us. In the gym shower, you flew away through a right sky, the maverick queen of our galaxy. Play these tunes I wrote for her, you and your golden ear and flipper words. Tell us how you hung the stars. 'Cause I am useless in this age and hour of broken pipe dreams and a skyline of water towers. I crave the night, can't shake it from my side. You knew me every time, you knew me every time. On the way I fell for every mountain range, every endless sky, every painted pony plane, every arrowhead this kid could fly. And on the hoof I found New York, getting groomed for some big talk, holding hands with girls down the streets and avenues. Make it count in the music biz, and that's what you did. Me, I am still wondering, as I crave the trying, I can't shake it from my mind. You saw me every time, you saw me every time. Don't take the subway, baby, let's just walk, we'd say, till our longing turns to day. Remember when Alphabet City was a wilderness to you and me, before Rudy had his way. And they kept it all shut down, from Jones Beach to the Mercury Lounge. After you left, it really hit the fan. But we took it to the streets, crying no justice, no peace. All for one for all, here comes the show. Hey, turn on your radio. Yeah, we took it to the streets. This freedom is not free. Don't take the subway, baby, let's just walk, we'd say, till our longing turns to day. Remember when Alphabet City was a wilderness to you and me, before way. With this Georgia girl has got it bad for New York.
Amy Ray here in Studio B on WNCW Subway. Great tune.
Thank
Great
you.
tune. That's I'm afraid to say that that's the first time I've really super listened to all of the lyrics of the song.
That's
And
okay.
it took on a whole new thing for me. So that's awesome.
Yeah.
On the new record, If It All Goes South. You still live in Georgia, don't you?
I do. I live up in North Georgia.
North
Up
Georgia.
in Dahlonega. Up in the foothills of those mountains that
I
come up here.
often have mispronounced the name of that town, and I was like, I don't know how to pronounce that. You know,
Talladega.
yeah.
Talladega.
But you're from Decatur, and
am.
and you and Emily met in grade school.
Yeah.
that
We
early
were
on,
10 years old. Yep.
and kind of started. Did you put Indigo Girls together in high school or college?
High school when we were about 15, and we just called it, Sailors and Ray.
Yeah.
Forever. And I think the first time we called it Indigos might have been, it was like opening for maybe Lloyd Cole and the Commotions or Aztec Camera or somebody at the Moonshadow in Atlanta, but in college, like right when we were in college. But yeah, we've been doing it for a long time now.
Yeah. Well, I think first opportunity I had to see y'all live, if I'm remembering correctly, and keep in mind I was young, I was a wild radio guy and adult beverages and all that stuff. But if I recall correctly, you all played at Pride in the Park in Roanoke in the early '90s, and that was a really big deal for us. And I was but like I told you off the air before we started, I didn't get to meet y'all then. This is my first time meeting you,
That's amazing.
It's cool.
We'll bring Emily by sometime.
Yeah, please do. I mean, we always get excited here, and I get starstruck. I'm afraid even at my age, I still get starstruck by.
That happens to me too.
Really?
Yes, when I meet certain people, and yeah. I met Cher one time, and I was like a couple years ago at a march on Washington, and I waved at her and I said, "Hey, my name's Amy," and blah 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 blah, and she was just like, "Hi," and just kept walking. And I was like, man, what could I? I don't know what I could have said that would have been better.
Right.
Because I was like, "You're Cher," and she's like, "Yes, I am." I'm like, okay.
Parts of me anyway.
Oh,
No, sorry about that.
Cher, we love you, Cher.
We
love
do,
you, Cher.
we do, and I believe in life after love. So. On this record, I was reading that the writing and stuff on this record started back during the pandemic in 2020 when everything kind of shut down. Is that basically what happened?
As with everyone else,
Right.
Many things started during
Right.
that time. That song too that we just played, I wrote that I was actually the only city I was kind of homesick for because I'm really a hermit and I love the woods, basically all the woods. I love the woods all the time. It was New York City actually. And I was thinking about that and thinking about Rita and, So, I started writing, and we released a few singles during that time.
Right.
We did them, like, over the emails. And just those songs we kind of redid for this record, too. And this record went to tape. 7 of the songs went live straight to tape. And as you were saying, Alison Brown was in the band back then when we were in the studio in January or whenever it was.
Yeah.
But she's not here. But... Yeah, but
Darn you, Allison, we wanted to see you.
There are 3 songs that we had done digitally, but we redid them with one. I'm With Her did one with us, and Allison Russell sang on a song, and then Muscadine we kept the same. But anyway, we put those to tape too, and mixed it to tape down at Derek Trucks and Susan Tedeschi's studio down in Florida. So
okay.
We worked in Nashville recording. We'd mixed in Florida, but a lot of times we work here. We're at Echo Mountain a lot. But
good choice.
But I said, how's it going up there? And she goes, I think you were the last person to use our tape machines 4 years ago. All right.
Well, I know it's not unusual these days. It's kind of been a renaissance to that. But when I read that you recorded to tape, I was intending to ask you why that choice. Is there a specific reason?
We always do this band's made 3 country records, most of us, and we always go to tape. It's just it's a certain thing, There's certain kinds of music that I think are maybe even better going digital, but this kind I think is good for tape.
And I guess it all eventually goes digital, but you laid down the original sounds analog, and that does mean something.
Yeah, if you get the vinyl, that's no digital in the process because we mixed and we mastered to tape.
Yeah.
So
Well, I'm old timey about that.
Me too. Yeah, it's coming in the winter. They got to get those pressing machines working.
What can we do to fire them up faster? Nothing.
Invent something that is like the '60s ones that are so great.
Right.